before 1917.
Okay.
Actually, they call it государственный кредитный билет. State credit note. Banknote, right. And it says that over here, it says that Bank of the State guarantee that this kind of banknote will be exchanged in a bank to anybody who brought it in there, and so they will exchange it in the gold coins. Before the revolution, before 1917. But, of course, all gold circulation had stopped in 1914, and here is evidence of what had happened later on. In 1915, this kind of money started to...
like stamps. They say
It
small.
is.
Okay.
Actually, it is post stamps.
Okay.
In 1913 was very lavish celebration of 300 years of Romanov dynasty. And for the first time in the history, they made post stamps with a portrait.
Okay.
That was a portrait of Russian tsars. One kopek with Peter the Great, two with Alexander II, three Alexander III, then Nicholas the First, Nicholas the Second, Nicholas the First, and Alexander the First. Okay, so 1915, they realized that they don't have enough of coins in circulation because people didn't want to give it away because the metal were more expensive than the nominal value of the coins. So what they did, they recognized those post stamps and they start to make it in a carton, in a paper covered.
Okay.
Covered paper, and on the back it says that it has. It's issue in the circulation as a silver coin. And this one as a copper coin.
Okay.
So
basically, stamps were used as money.
Exactly. So you can use it as a coin, or if you wish, you can put it on an envelope.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
and
interesting.
Here, what they did in addition: 1, 2, 3, 5, and 50 kopecks in paper.
Okay.
Then 1917, government of Kerensky issued this kind of provisory government. They were issuing this kind of money, 20 and 40 rubles. But just look at that. This is 20 rubles of 1917. And it says that it was issued in circulation as a кредитный билет, as not how they call it, the banknote.
Credit bill.
However, credit voucher.
Yeah.
Let's say this way, right? But just look at this. This is 25 rubles of 1909. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is 20 rubles of 1917. Even just to look at this money already give you some kind of idea what kind of real value this money could have. So
even the
that
paper
was
has it reduced.
So all financial system of Russia were deteriorating very rapidly. In addition, they made 250 rubles banknote. And 1,000 ruble banknote.
Wow.
What is interesting in here, look at this. Eagle with two heads, which was Russian
the Romanov
armor.
symbol, right?
Not exactly. If you look on the Romanov eagle, here it is. It has crowns.
Okay.
And it has armory of different region of Russian Empire.
I see. Okay.
This one doesn't have anything, no crowns, no anything else.
Okay, I see.
But if you look more carefully, just behind this eagle, what would you see?
Shield?
Swastika.
Swastika. Oh. Okay.
So at that time, 1917. At that time, swastika, of course, wasn't even used by the fascists because they didn't even exist there. It was a old symbol of prosperity.
Oh yeah, even in Indian culture, it has been there. Swastik has been there for the longest time. It's still used everywhere. Like in Buddhists use it, and all everybody uses swastik. It's not considered.
Spoiled it for everybody.
Yeah, Hitler spoiled it. Okay, there is a swastika.
That's true. But here
Yeah.
you can see Russian armory in swastika.
Oh, interesting. So interesting. So swastik is not just Indian and German. It's
No,
very
it's
much Russian.
International. And 1,000 ruble, there is a kind of building in here.
Yeah.
Государственная Дума. It's a first Russian parliament. The place where the provisory government were created after the revolution of 1917. But he didn't work for a long time. As you know.
I understand.
Just for a couple of months. 1917, Bolshevik came to power. Of course, they, whatever they did, first they nationalized all banks. They were not even thinking about economy. Their idea was to produce so many paper money that the value of money were completely destroyed.
Oh.
So they were making and making and making tons of rubles using old cliche left from the previous government.
Oh.
But it wasn't enough either. They proclaimed that this kind of билет государственного казначейства, it's not even money. It's voucher, voucher giving by the state. This one is for 100 ruble. And they give you like 4% of annuity.
Okay.
So you can put your money in this kind of a paper, hoping that, you will get some profit.
Oh.
But in reality, inflation was so fast that 4% were nothing, and people were just losing money on that. So Soviet government proclaimed this kind of bills equal to the normal money.
Oh.
So you could go to the store and try to buy something.
And the inflation was because they was printing so many money.
It's an interesting question. Inflation was several reasons. One of them was, yes, of course, overextensive use of money production, paper money production. But the other reason was the politic of Bolshevik, which was, the whole politic of Bolshevik was staying on creating of something new kind of value. Gold is no value at all. All other metal not really valuable. What is valuable is something you can use for your work.
I see. Yeah.
Right. So
like iron or maybe clothes.
Yes, something useful in
commodities.
Something useful in everyday's life.
Okay.
So, but again, if you want to buy something, let's say clothes, that would be problematic at that time because, nothing has been produced and almost nothing. And the real value of ruble were... officially they said that even in the beginning of 1917, the real value of rubles were kind of equal to 6 kopecks before 1914.
Okay.
So for 3 years, inflation was galloping.
Okay.
But at the end of 1917, the inflation came up even more. And there was no reason anymore in paper kopecks because they didn't cost anything.
Yeah, obviously, I think.
But as you remember, that was a time not only of revolution, but the World War.
Yeah.
And the German were very happy that Russia had revolution because the army was destroyed without their involvement. And they were just, moving forward.
Okay.
So in 1916, even when the Tsar was in power, Germans already took all territory of Poland, Lithuania, and part of modern Latvia.
Okay.
And they decided to create new money system for those regions.
I see.
Not German mark, but something people used to get before. And it was ruble and kopecks.
Oh, so in Latvia and
Lithuania, Poland, and Latvia.
So they were using rubles and kopecks before euros came into picture, or
no, they were using rubles since Poland became a part of Russian Empire since 1815.
Okay, I see.
And then at 1915, Germans started to occupy this territory, and at the end of 1915, all Russian Poland, as they call it, all Lithuania and significant part of Latvia were occupied by Germans.
Oh, and then they created this. So the script also has changed, and it says uses Latin, but it's all German. Sounds like
yes. Well, they were using Russian money system, kopecks, but of course it was made not in Russia. They even say that it was made in Poznan, which is Poznan, Poland.
Okay.
April 1916.
Wow.
20 kopek, 50 kopecks, and what is the year? 1 ruble, 25 ruble, 100 ruble. In 1918, Soviet government decided to make a peace with Germans because the Germans were coming faster and faster, more farther. And it was kind of a danger for the revolution. So they decided, okay, you want to have a piece of our country, get it.
Yeah.
But give us a piece.
Yeah, don't fight us.
Don't fight us. And Germans were very happy. Yeah, okay. You want peace? All right. So this is the territory of all Baltic states, of Poland, of Ukraine and Belarus, belong to Germany.
Well, have it,
And look at that. In 1918, just a few days after they signed a peace with Bolshevik, they made a new money for all those territories.
So they replaced it for kopecks with mark and rubles with mark.
Exactly. Now it's Ostmark, as they call it. Mark, but not German mark, but mark issue for old Russian territory.
Oh.
Okay. Filmsing mark, etc. At the same time, some national region of Russian Empire decided to proclaim independence. And one of the first was Ukraine at that time. 1917, they proclaimed Ukrainska Narodna Respublika, Ukrainian People's Republic. And this is their money issue of 1917. And again, like in Tsarist time,
so what do they call it? This is not ruble, this is not mark, this is something else. This is
Karbovanets.
Karbovanets.
It's the name of rubles in Ukraine.
Okay.
So basically it's the same thing as ruble, but only for Ukraine. And this, as you can see also, post stamps used by Ukrainian National Republic of Ukraine, but they were not only post stamps, but at the same time, as they say on the back, they were using it as a coins.
Just like earlier times.
Yes, the same thing as they were doing in Tsarist time in Russia, they repeated in the time of 1917 in Ukraine.
Yeah, but the postage stamps over here do not carry any pictures, or at least
no, actually they do. Look at that. This is Ukrainian peasant, Ukrainian lady.
Okay.
The other, this is Ukrainian armory.
Okay.
Yeah, so some kind of pictures they have. All right. Then 1918, Ukrainian decided that, well, this kind of money they used are not very good enough because they started to, how they call it, they started to make fake money. It wasn't that difficult to make a fake money for that kind of things. So they asked Germans, please help us out and issue money. I mean, do money for us. And in Germany, they print a new money, like 2 hryvnia, 10 hryvnia. Hryvnia, it's already different currency.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Karbovanets, and this is hryvnia.
Karbovanets is a ruble. Hryvnia is a half of ruble.
Oh.
So 2 hryvnia meaning 1 ruble.
1 ruble, okay.
10 hryvnia, 5 rubles. or 5
Printing, it's better
carbonics.
between these two.
And it's even more, 100 grievance, 500, and 1,000. But
Wow.
there is a difference in the name of the country, as you can see. For instance, here, Українська Народна Республіка, Ukrainian Ukrainian Republic of People. But here, Українська держава, State of Ukraine.
Oh, and that is because?
That is because in 1918, Germans decided to change the government in Ukraine.
Tumultuous times.
They didn't like even the name of republic because Germany was a monarchy.
Yeah.
Why they should protect republic?
Yeah, okay.
Especially republic of people.
Yeah.
So, Ukrainska держава. It was a person named Getman Skoropadsky. Getman is kind of a military...
Military leader.
Military leader, like Führer in Germany. But in Ukraine, it was historically used to say that the military person, the head of the military, at the same time is the head of the government.
Okay.
But it was in a very long time ago, like in 17th century, beginning of 18th. And years later, in 1918, Germans returned this title of Getman, and they found a person who was very suitable for this position.
Yeah.
He was a general of Tsarist army, but he wanted to collaborate with Germans.
Okay.
So they used him, they told him, okay, you will be the Getman of Ukraine, but you will be doing what the German government will tell you to do.
Oh, like a puppet.
Yes, like a puppet government, exactly. And this is the money which was produced by this guy, Ukraine.
So they are still calling it griven, like a 1000 griven, which is 1,000,
Exactly.
but it is essentially 500 rubles.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. It's 500 rubles or 500 karbovanets.
Carbonets, 500 carbonets, yeah.
But some cities of Russia were getting really tired of this situation because they were changing their own government almost every week. Germans, White Russians, Red Russians, then Skoropadsky, then Romanian, then somebody else.
Oh, goodness.
After all, some cities like city of Odessa decided to make their own money.
Oh,
Money used only in one city.
okay. So Odessa was not part of the German Ukraine?
It was.
Okay.
It was a part of German Ukraine, but at the same time, the line of front were moving all the time.
I see. Okay, that's why the governments were changing all the time.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. It was very close to border, and it was very unstable situation.
Oh, okay. So then, well, I guess you have to make some kind of concessions because then you.
And again, look, the same thing. Postmark used as a money. This is 15 kopeck, 50 kopeck, and then 3, 5, 10, and 25 rubles.
That's the first time I'm seeing a 3 ruble note. I don't think I saw. There were 1, 2, 5, not 3 rubles. Were there?
No. They were all the time in Russia. Look at that. In Tsarist time, I can even show you. Here it is. Okay. Oh, here it is. 3 ruble.
Oh.
1905.
1903 ruble.
Yes. And look at that. 10 ruble, 1909. Look at this nice design.
Very nice design, very fancy printing. I think that must have cost a pretty penny printing these.
And then look at that. 10 ruble of Odessa.
It's decent, right? I mean, looks nice, pretty.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say, they were using the old design to make people more adaptive to the new money system. Yeah, so this is money of Odessa. That money of what is that?
Bonn, like in Germany, Bonn?
Bonn meaning temporary replacement of money.
Okay.
What is that? Yekaterinodar.
Okay.
And this Yekaterinoslav, if I'm not mistaken. And another city, here it is, Rostov-na-Donu. Look at that, 50 kopek, 1 ruble, 3 ruble.
Oh, and then this is because the Rostov-on-Don wanted their own currency because they were getting, they were changing the government all the time.
Exactly. Not only that, most importantly, this city was very important for White Russians because Rostov-na-Donu was center, one of the center of Russian White movement.
Okay.
That was a center of Kazakh on Don. Cossacks on Don. So look at that, 50 kopek, 1 ruble, 3 ruble, 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, another 100. And look at this design. First issue was in 1918, is a portrait of Donskoy Kazakh Yermak Timofeyevich. That was real Cossack living in the 16th century. And he participated in expedition in Siberia. So because of him, Siberia eventually became a part of Russian territory.
Oh, okay.
So they recognize him. But next year, 1919, look at that. Completely different design. And what they have in here is a monument of Mininy Pozharsky in Moscow. And here is the...
this is the famous statue. This is in Odessa or in Ukraine someplace, right? The Lady of Ukraine or some... No, maybe I don't remember.
No. Mininy Pozharsky were Russians, and they were...
Okay.
This guy.
That one, yeah.
That is just a symbol of free Don.
Okay.
And he's holding flag with eagle with two heads.
Actually, let's take a break here.